In the year 2000, the CEO of a struggling little startup walked into Blockbuster's headquarters in Dallas, Texas. He had a proposal. He wanted Blockbuster to buy his company for $50 million. Blockbuster's executives listened politely. Then they laughed him out of the room. That startup was Netflix. Today, Netflix is worth $300 billion. Blockbuster doesn't exist. This is the story of the most expensive no in business history, and the three mistakes that turned a $6 billion empire into dust. At its peak in 2004, Blockbuster was untouchable. They had 9,000 stores across the world, 60,000 employees, $6 billion in annual revenue. On a Friday night in America, 1 out of every 3 families was walking into a Blockbuster store. The blue and yellow logo was everywhere. Renting a movie was an experience. You'd walk the aisles, pick up boxes, read the back covers, argue with your family about what to watch. Blockbuster wasn't just a business. It was part of American culture. And they knew it. They were so confident in their dominance that they made one decision that would eventually destroy everything. They charged late fees. Late fees sound small, but they were Blockbuster's secret weapon. In 2000, Blockbuster made $800 million just from late fees. That's $800 million from customers who forgot to return their movies on time. Customers hated it. Everyone had a Blockbuster late fee horror story, a $4 rental turning into a $20 bill. But Blockbuster didn't care, because where else were you going to go? That same year, a man named Reed Hastings drove to Dallas to answer that question. He had a better idea. Reed Hastings had started Netflix in 1997, mailing DVDs to people's homes. No stores, no late fees. You kept the DVD as long as you wanted, and mailed it back when you were done. The idea was simple, but the business was struggling. Netflix had 300,000 subscribers and was losing money. So Hastings flew to Dallas and met with Blockbuster's CEO, John Antioco. His offer, $50 million. Blockbuster buys Netflix. Netflix runs Blockbuster's online business. Antioco's response? He and his team laughed, literally laughed. One executive later said they thought Netflix was a very small niche business. They couldn't imagine people wanting to wait days for a DVD in the mail when they could just walk to a store. They said no. Reed Hastings flew back to California and decided to destroy Blockbuster himself. Over the next 5 years, everything changed. 2002, Netflix went public. Wall Street believed in the model. 2003, Netflix hit 1 million subscribers. 2004, Netflix hit 2 million. Blockbuster finally noticed. Blockbuster launched their own online service, Blockbuster Online, and even eliminated late fees to compete. It was working. Blockbuster Online was gaining subscribers fast. For one brief moment in 2005, it looked like Blockbuster might actually survive. But then, their own investors destroyed them. Blockbuster's largest shareholder, Carl Icahn, hated the online strategy. He thought it cost too much money. He forced the board to fire CEO John Antioco, the one man who understood the threat, and replace him with a man named Jim Keyes. Keyes' first statement to the press in 2007. "I've been in the business 25 years, and I don't see Netflix as a threat. I don't think they're in the same business we're in." That same year, Netflix introduced streaming. No more DVDs, no more waiting. Instant movies on your computer, anytime. Blockbuster had no answer. By 2010, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy. 9,000 stores, 60,000 employees, $6 billion in revenue. Gone. Today, there is exactly one Blockbuster store left on Earth, in Bend, Oregon. It's a tourist attraction. People visit it to take photos and remember what used to be. The owner sells merchandise, t-shirts that say, "The Last Blockbuster." Meanwhile, Netflix has 260 million subscribers in 190 countries and is worth over $300 billion. The company Blockbuster laughed out of their boardroom, became one of the most valuable entertainment companies on earth. So what can you learn from Blockbuster's collapse? 1. Your biggest strength can become your biggest weakness. Late fees made Blockbuster rich and made customers hate them enough to leave the moment something better appeared. 2. Laughing at your competition is the most expensive mistake in business. Blockbuster laughed at Netflix. Nokia laughed at iPhone. Kodak laughed at digital cameras. All three are gone. 3. One person who sees the future clearly is worth more than 100 investors who only see this quarter's profit. Blockbuster didn't die because Netflix was too powerful. Blockbuster died because they chose comfort over change. Subscribe, because next week we're breaking down how Amazon went from an online bookstore in a garage to the most powerful company on earth. See you Thursday.